Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's that time. It's Wednesday, 7 p.m. We got all kinds of craziness going on. We're going to be fighting the power today because we'll talk about that later. We got Mike McLaughlin coming in from remote out in the woods somewhere, just with a beautiful background. And guess what else, ladies and gentlemen? The wonderful Shelly threw out there earlier this week, what we're going to call the early bird winner. The first person to comment each week gets a scratch off. Let's take a look and see who got there first. If I were to look, the very first comment that I see is Jason Tidwell. Mr. Tidwell, you are the winner of our first early bird special, the first guy to comment. As always, guys, the one thing we want to know is where the heck in the world are you tuning in from? Are you in Escanaba? Are you in Alpena? How about, let's see, where were we yesterday? Jackson, Michigan, Monroe, Parma, Michigan. Parma, Michigan, home of the Velvet Touch. I'm telling you. Where are you tuning in from, ladies and gentlemen? Where are you tuning in from? Winner, dick and chicken dinner. I'm firster. You're the here firster. Absolutely. Absolutely. The show must go on. Yes, it must. It must. Took me about 20 seconds. We had a little technical difficulties there. South Carolina. Holy smokes. All kinds of good. Monroe, Michigan is in the house. Algonac's here, of course. Brownstown, Michigan. Look, the Merzerks are in two different places. Billy must have her own home now. Tim, what's going on, buddy? Detroit, Michigan. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Welcome to Talking Real Estate. All right. So this month, guys, is National Homeowners Month. So my question to you is, it doesn't have to be super specific, like date, time, and all that good stuff, but is what, how many years have you been in your home? How many years have you been in your current home? How many years have you been in your current home? I got my producer over here going crazy. Holy smokes. Canada's smoking us out? Yeah, I bet they are. Let me check who was first. I already checked who was first. I already checked that already. Tim was first. 1.5. Tim, all right. I'm in mine 2 years as of April. 2 years as of April. Before Y2K. 23 years, G20. Lori says 22 years. All right. Crystal Henry, good to see you, young lady. Good to see you. About a month. Oh, geez. About a month. So we'll see who's been on the longest and who's been the shortest. We'll see that one. So about a month. Bailey Mercer's about a month. Tim's about 3 years. Chris Bergeron, 53 years. First of all, that's not right. If that's Chris Bergeron logging in as me, that's not right. I'm 48, so it can't be 53 years. You weren't there. You weren't there way before I was born, so you definitely were not. Kathy Cordy, 27 years. Tim said 3. Steve Kreitz, 43. Gina McKay, 44. So we got all kinds of range. So we're looking at, I think Chris Bergeron was 47 and a half, 48's the longest. And I think the shortest is a month. So a month. Yeah. So that's what I think we're at with that, guys. That's where I think we're at with that. So good. We're going to go too quickly here. 48 or 68. Really? Yeah. Jimmy Capella, you have not been up in, where's actually at again? Torch Lake. Yeah, geez, I'm losing my mind. You haven't been up in Torch Lake that long, my friend. You have not been up Torch Lake that long. Oh, man, he gets a little high from Shelly. That's the good stuff. So we're going to go early, too, here, because Mike McLaughlin is in a place that might be compromising a little bit for him. So we're going to go check him out. The legend. I live in Waterford. I was homeowner there, too. Oh, yeah. I'm talking about how long have you been in your current home there, Chris Bergeron? How long? Your current home. So Mike McLaughlin, how the heck are you, sir?
Good evening there, Mr. Bergeron. I am doing excellent. How are
you?
In
Hawaii?
I know I got that Magnum PI kind of feel going on. I know.
Oh, the mustache too. You get the Magnum mustache too. Yeah.
Day 8, if you were there last week, right? Because that was day 1.
Yes, it was. Hey, day one. Yeah, absolutely. He definitely is. Steve's on a beach in Hawaii. I guarantee that's where he's at.
Well, today I come.
They had to get away.
I'm on location at Oscar J. Carlson High School in Gibraltar, where I'm attending a banquet for the drama team that put on the not the Rocky Horror Picture Show, the other one, the Little Shop of Horrors.
Michael, if you were on a cruise, Janine's pissed. She said you didn't invite us on the cruise. What the heck, buddy?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I was told I look very summery. I feel very summery because, frankly, hey, we're in June, baby.
Yes, we are. We definitely are in June, buddy. We are definitely in June like crazy. So tell me what's going on in the mortgage world, my friend.
Turn times are still great with, getting files done, get them closed in a timely manner, and for down payment assistance, Michigan turn times are great. I feel like we're seeing an uptick in people getting under contract, so I think that's all very positive stuff.
Mike, I think of
Rates
this
are
way.
pretty static.
Yeah, I think of it this way all the time. I think that it's one of those things where people are moving because a lot of them with kids, right? So they want to get into that certain school district next year. So
It's
this
that
is
time.
kind of your prime time. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yep.
Something else you mentioned, turn times. I feel like you probably could close in 4 weeks now. Yes.
Yeah, I think when you get a 30-day contract, so in your contract you put down that the buyer is given 30 days to purchase, I feel like, reasonably you can come in 21, 23 days, and, come in even a week ahead of time, as long as everything goes very smoothly and there's no little, red tape to conquer.
Yeah, Jay, that's kind of answering your question. I feel like now, like I used to, my canned answer always was 30 to 45 days, always, right?
Right.
It feels like it's faster now. It feels like
Yeah.
even appraisals are faster because I used to tell people 2 to 12 days. I mean, now I'm seeing 2 to 4 days, 5 days. You know what I mean? It's pretty quick.
Yeah, they're getting to be pretty quick. We kind of still go off of the feel of the old turn times just to make sure that we don't overpromise. We never want to overpromise. So,
Yeah, I got you. Pat Neese, the good neighbor. How the heck are you? Good to see you. Mike and I are here shining our lights all over the place. I'm telling you what.
and I've been in my home in Woodhaven there for 12 years.
12 years. Michael, did you hear about this DTE thing? Have you heard this yet?
I don't think so. What do you got?
So in June, DTE, and we'll kind of go through this now, but DTE hiked up what they call peak times in the summer, 3 to 7. The rates are higher than they were previously.
So that's a new thing, or they just increased
Yeah,
it
they
even
just did
more?
it this June 1st. I was just at a closing, and the other agent kept kicking it that out in the air. I'm going, damn, is that big a deal? Like I was like, oh, really? So I looked into it.
Three
We're
to
going to talk
seven,
about it a
huh?
little later. Yeah. So
That's also the highest time for temperature, during the day as well. So
do you
keep
would
those.
would if a price hike goes, would you change anything you do?
So, I can see a situation where if that's going to be the peak hours, I mean, I always make sure I keep my house closed up anyway, but maybe if you want to drive your temperature down to a degree below that, beforehand, like let's say you keep the house at 71. So lower it to 70 so that during 3 to 7, maybe it doesn't run as much. But,
Yeah.
I guess maybe I'll look into that.
Yeah, so Steve, to throw out this out there, DT sucks. So Shelly used to tell me she has a hate relationship with DT all the time,
No
and G
love part, huh? Just
says,
just hate.
yeah, electrification preparedness, perhaps, yeah, yeah. So Michael, listen, you go enjoy your banquet, sir. Thanks for the shiny, amazing Hawaiian shirt that made us feel all like we're on a cruise a little bit here.
Woo! We do
Aloha,
a
everybody,
little
throw Mike an aloha in the
aloha
chat.
dance, right?
Yeah,
We do a
guys,
little
listen, you're
dance.
getting a hula dance here. So throw an aloha mic in the chat for me. Throw aloha mic in the chat for me. Throw that in the chat for us. Let's see who does it first. Let's see who gets aloha mic in the chat for us first.
There it
Have fun,
is.
Mike. Yes, he's always a good dude that way.
I'll have fun.
Aloha,
Okay.
aloha, aloha, Michael. All right, bud. We will see you later. Enjoy yourself. Bailey threw you an aloha. There you go.
Well, aloha means hello and goodbye. So
Yes, it
see you
does.
later.
Hello and goodbye, my friend. Hello and goodbye. See you, bud.
See ya. See you guys.
Bye bye. What I was thinking about, because a lot of folks are enjoying Mike's shirt. We should have like a crazy shirt day, and then I mean, like there should be we should have once a month have some kind of crazy shirt day or something like that. I think people get kicked out. Aloha, do 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 do. That's the best I got, guys. That is the best I got. All right. So, Jay, let's see what you got here real quick. So let's see. Jay said, I've been seeing solar panel parks popping up around Metro Trail. That's true. That kind of stuff is true. So we'll get into that in 1 second, guys. We'll get into that in 1 second. Let me ask this question. Okay. How do you try to save energy in your home? Throw me as many comments as you want, as many comments as you possibly want. How do you try to save energy in your home? I know it's not 100% on our minds all the time. I know that's not how our brains work, but how do you try to save energy in your home? Give me as many comments as you possibly can think of. What do you do? And I'll share a fun story. Shelly's fighting a ghost here, so we'll talk about that too when we get a chance. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? How do you save energy to fight the power with DTE in your own home? What do you think? Put it in the chat, please. Air conditioner is set at 76. Chris Bergeron, the fact that you have central air amazes me. Absolutely amazes me. So 76 that's the move. That's
That's hot. You would die.
I probably would die from that, Ma. I probably would die from that. So that'd probably put me in the hospital because I think we have it at 68. Program thermostat at night. Very nice. Very nice. I rarely put on the air. Okay. I have a Scott and Don shirt. Yes, you do, Steve. Yes, you do. Good old Don. I only turn on the AC when the sun goes down. Interesting. Only when the sun goes down, eh? What's the idea behind that, Jay? What's the idea behind that? 78. Pat, I would die in your house. My face would melt off in your home. Okay. Run off the neighbor's power. Yes, that's great. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Janine says get blackout blinds. Yeah, that's like a whole industry, Janine. That's like I looked it up not too long ago, and they do a whole thing. I can hear my mom bitching in the background now. I'm not paying one damn cent. She wouldn't say damn. She'd say, I'm not paying one darn cent to DT more than I have to. Absolutely. Shelly shares your sentiments. She definitely shares your sentiments. Anything else, guys? Any other ways that you save energy and don't give DT? DT is like the tax man, right? Like we're not giving them one more dime. Not one. Not one. Yeah, that's the other weird thing. How come it's a monopoly? How come they don't have to do that stuff? Like they just nobody other. I mean, there's a couple other places, like some places are consumer energy. I think down in the road they have one too, and then Wyandotte has its own. But like for most part, it's a monopoly. Please, I don't get that part. Let's see. So Joe Wojciechowski says, "Don't wash clothes between 3 and 7." Yep. Yeah. Pat niece agrees with you, Chris. My mom, I should say. And add reflective glass sheets on the windows. I heard that too. That's a good one. That's definitely a good one. Definitely a good one. So let's do this, guys. Let's go right to the source. Let's go right to the info. Let's go right to the info so you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. Okay. I'll try to make it a little bigger if I can. I don't know if I can make it much bigger. Let's see. Here's that. So says from 3 to 7 p.m. weekdays, the new peak hour rates are 16.75 per kilowatt during cooler months. So that's not now. And then almost 21 cents for the warm months, June to September. So it went for like 21 cents. I think it was like 16 cents too. But that's the thing, 3 to 7. And the other agent kept telling me, he kept going 3 to 7. Don't do this, 3 to 7. Like I was like, huh. So 3 to 7 is, first of all, I'm not usually home from 3 to 7. I can tell you that much to begin with. I'm usually not home from 3 to 7. So, and then the non-peak and weekends, I would think people are around a lot more, not all weekend, but a lot of time, 15 cents on the weekend. So that's the info itself. That's definitely the info itself. So weird, guys, definitely weird. So we try to come up with some things. And again, some things that are people will know, some people that use things like that. But I want to tell you a quick story that Shelly never, ever, ever needs to worry about that. Okay. And let me tell you why. My grandmother, Bernice Wojcinski, has been gone for, I want to say 16 years now. Okay. But she lives on in her grandson, Scott Bergeron, because I shut off fans when nobody's in the room. I turn off lights when somebody walks out of the room, right? I'm like I don't know why it is. Like she used to do that when I was a kid. Like I would go in a room and she would turn the light off as soon as I left that room. And I've told the story plenty of times, but like, so Shelly, tell us your.
But Scott will turn off the light even when you're still in the room.
What?
Doing dishes, perhaps.
I don't turn the light off when you're doing the dishes.
You did.
What?
I was doing dishes in the dark.
When was that?
You did it more than once.
I shut the light off while you were doing the dishes.
Mm-hmm. So it's a joke. Bella and I will send Scott Snapchats with every light on in the house and say, you're not here.
Amber, you're killing me. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yes.
I'm getting beat up here, guys. I don't know. I don't even realize it's happening, really, to be honest with you.
We'll be doing something, and here comes Scott, and all of a sudden it's dark.
All right, so let's talk about another energy-saving thing. How many of you sleep with a fan? Let me ask that question. Since we're getting to the nitty-gritty now, tell me, how many of you sleep with a fan on? Have to have a fan on.
Exactly, Jason.
Because my people have all kinds of fans running all the time. So I'm not certain if it's true, but I've heard it costs more to turn lights on and back on, leaving in the short term. Multiple fans. Come on, Lori. Ay, 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 ay. No fan.
Whose sister are you?
Oh, so how many folks sleep with a fan? That's the next question because my people got fans on. Those fans run 24 hours a day if that would let that happen. Charge the kids 25 cents. Everyone that they walk out of their room and leave the lights on. Listen, we did the old Polish way, Tim. We did like she just followed you around and made you feel bad. Just like my grandfather, if I didn't eat food, he'd show me pictures of kids in Cambodia. That was his solution. He's like, I'll make sure that you eat. Nope, just the TV. Okay. Leaves the TV on. Sounds like a jet plane and Shelly said, yes, it does, Amber. That's my girl. Absolutely. Only when it's hot. Ceiling fans are portable. Portable. Yeah, portable usually. Right? Better to run fans on. Gets cold air above the floor. Cooler sinks. Okay. Ceiling fan in the bedroom all the time. Every time. Ceiling fans, no AC. Gotcha. Okay. So here we came up with some solves. Came up with 6 solves for you that we think will help. Again, some of them you probably do already. Some of them are probably pretty easy, but we just wanted to help out. So our deep dive, you've got the power, not fight the power. You got the power. Protecting yourself against the 3 to 7 price jump from DT. Here we go. Number 6, use your curtains well. Okay. Curtains are great for bringing in natural light. So pulling them open so you have natural light in the house all the time as much as possible. And then when it gets warm, use them to kind of as a barrier from the heat. Okay. Because more light pours in, warmer it's going to get. So number 6 is use your curtains well. Okay. Use your curtains well. And if you do any of these things, just chime in and say, do this or do that. I'm part of that or whatever you want to say. Can't stand AC. I got you. Number 5 solve. Get a programmable thermostat. Now, I will say in my home, the smart thermostat causes all kinds of problems for everybody.
Because it's so smart, nobody knows how to use it.
It's smarter than everybody else in the house, including me. So we can't ever figure out how to make it work where we got to go. Yeah, Janine, absolutely. Blackout curtains. I agree with that. Yep. But number 5 is to get a programmable thermostat of some kind. Usually one that you can actually program. How about that? Right? Yeah. Number 4, I don't open my blinds when it's hot. The blinds, you got blinds? Where'd you get blinds at? Don't you have curtains? So this is another Bernice Wojcinski. She's making headlines today. Use a clothesline. Okay. Besides heating and cooling, they say everything that I checked out said that washing clothes is one of the biggest things. Even Joe Wojcinski said, don't wash your clothes 3 to 7, right? Get a clothesline. Bernice Wojcinski used to come over and just hang all the laundry all the time. Though Shelly says what?
Makes your clothes crispy.
Your clothes are crispy?
Yeah.
What about you kind of pre-dried them that way and then threw them in the dryer for short term? No? So get a clothesline. That's an old school one. Wi-Fi thermostat, Janine, that's what we're talking about, those smart ones. Sometimes they outsmart me, so I don't know if that's the greatest idea. All right, number 3. This is a weird one. I never thought of this one because it's part of the more modern world that we live in. Don't leave chargers plugged in. Don't leave crispy and crunchy. Yeah. Don't leave chargers plugged in. So I feel like we leave lots of stuff plugged in. I don't know. Like we looked at a couple spots that said that 79% of the energy you use is from stuff that's plugged in and not on, which is a little weird to me, but don't leave chargers plugged in. Yep. Don't leave chargers plugged in. Amber says crispy and crunchy. Yeah. I hear about the crispy and crunchy. Let's see. Washing clothes is fine, but drying them is what hurts the pocketbook. All right. So Jason says the drying is a heartburn. That's gas, right? That's a little gas, typically.
Well, if you
or
wash
electric.
in hot water.
Yep. Love the clothesline and quickly run and dry to get. Yeah, the Crispies. That's what we're going to call it. If you have Crispies, take a picture for next week's show. If you have crispy laundry, please take a picture for next week's show. Where are we at? Number 3? Number 2? This one is controversial, guys. This one, we saw a lot that said one thing and a couple things that said the other, okay? It says use window AC units as zone cooling. Central Air uses a ton of juice, a ton. I mean, it seemed like a third for AC unit, especially if you had a bungalow. I used it when I had a bungalow in Dearborn all the time because Central Air is constantly trying to cool that whole house. Like we may have the coldest basement in the world, but we're hardly ever in the basement. So yeah, definitely use AC units as zone cooling. So that one, we saw a lot of information that said that was a positive, but a couple that denounced it too. So We're just giving you the straight as we can. Yeah, Rice Krispie. Rice Krispie. Uh-oh, Chris Bergeron. The clothes don't come out crispy and crunchy if there's a breeze blowing.
Oh,
Listen, in our house on Williams, the breeze was the big thing because we didn't have AC. We always left the front door open with the breeze, except for when the neighbor across the street could see through the door. My grandma thought he could see through the front door and like look at us all the time. So the breeze is definitely important. The breeze is definitely important. And the number one way to get out of the price gouging from DT, the 3 to 7, is do big household stuff in off-peak times. That was a Joe Wojcinski recommendation too. 3 to 7, guys, Monday through Friday in the summer. That's the big time. If you do it 7:01, look at that. All of a sudden you saved pennies like crazy. Pennies for heaven. So those are the big 6, right? So let's go back through them one time. Use your curtains well is number 6. Okay, number 5 is get a programmable thermostat. Number 4 is get a clothesline. Bernice Wojcinski would love you for it. 3, don't leave chargers plugged in. 2, controversial one, use a window AC unit, zone cooling. And number 1, do big household stuff off peak times. For me, it's probably turn fans off all the time. That's probably my number 1 solve. Oh, I'm getting
the lights.
I'm getting the face right now. I'm getting the face right now. Oh, Kathy, 4944 Williams. That's where we grew up. That's where we grew up. Right by the school. Close your basement vents, Janine. You're right. You're right. I definitely got to do
The
that.
whole house is cold, Janine.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure. If everyone avoids the time out from 3 to 7, wouldn't that create a strain on the power grid at 7 p.m.? You never know. You never know, Jay. You never. We got to plug all our electric cars in too. So let's see. Remind me of the long distance calling back in the day. Yeah. God, I haven't thought of that in a long time. See, that's a good one. All right. So next segment, our favorite segment of all, one of our 2 favorite segments of all. Wait. Uh-oh. Look at this. I have a tenant in my basement. I can't close the vents. Listen, that's an upcharge. DTE just cost that guy more rent money. Crank the rent up a little bit. It's understandable because tell him it's not your fault. It's DTE's fault now. DTE fault. This is fault. So let's see. Wrong. Fans get cold air up the floor and on us. Yeah, that's true. 3621 Williams, not too far. I know right where that's at. Not too far, not too far, not too far. All right. We're going to this or that, this or that, this or that. Of course, they're going to have to do with energy savings for the most part. And some of them are ridiculous because that's who we are. All right. Number 1, this or that. Here you go. Your window AC or central air. Which one, guys? Which one? This or that. Choose one or the other. This or that. Put in the comments, please.
Do you prefer or how to save money?
Doesn't matter. Whatever you want. You decide. You decide which one. Choose. I'm not telling you why to choose or how to choose. Just choose. Bailey says central air.
I'm with Bailey.
Let's see. Janine says central air. Lori says central air. Chris Bergeron, central air. Tim says central air. Jay says window AC unit. Pat Nee says central air. Central air it is, ladies. And Kathy Cordy caps it off. Central air is the big winner. We don't care about that DTE bill. We're just going to crank that central air, boy. Yep. Our house is going to stay exactly where it's at, too. We're not moving that. All right. Next question for this or that. Are you home between 3 and 7? Or are you not home? So home or not home at 3 to 7 on weekdays. This or that, this or that, this or that. Put it in the comments, please. 3 to 7, are you home or are you not home during the weekdays? Home or not home? Put it in the chat, please. Put it in the chat, please. Home or not home? Let's see. Janine's home. Jay's home. Lori's home. Bailey's home. Steve Kreit's always home. I like it. I am now. Yeah, that's true. 726. Chris Bergeron, you're not generally home. That's a lie. That is the biggest fallacy in the world. That's the biggest fallacy in the world. Not home. Baseball, a little baseball. All right. Coming to us in a remote location. Nice, nice. Home or not home, 3 to 7, guys. Home or not home. This or that, this or that. What do you think? Home or not home? All right, we're going to go with home. I don't know if we're ever home 3 to 7. I don't think so. I think we're not. So that was just a curious question for us. Last one. Dryer or clothesline? Dryer or clothesline? Which one? Dryer or clothesline? Which one? Which one? Which one? Now, think about the crispiest too. Just be careful with this choice. This or that, this or that. Dryer or clothesline? Amber says dryer. My man, G. Tidwell says clothesline, baby. Tim says dryer. Pat Nee says dryer. Bailey says dryer. What do you think, guys? Dryer or clothesline? Dryer or clothesline? Too many birds? The birds are going to get it. Dryer every other week. Nice. Unfortunately, dryer. Always love hanging on clothes on Williams and Dearborn Heights. See, that's another Williams girl right there. Williams Street was a hot property out in the neighborhood, man. I'm telling you what, all the great people lived there. Clothes smell so fresh, Chris Berger said, especially if there's a breeze. No, don't forget about the breeze. Rather clothesline, but sadly, husband wants dryer. Oh, got to do what makes a man happy. I was going to say the same thing, Bird Dookie. Jesus. So dryer it is. Dryer it is. They do smell good outside. I thought all those great people came from Roosevelt. I'm telling you, Roosevelt was a spot, but it wasn't. Can't hold a candle to William Street. Can't hold a candle to William Street. My dad had clotheslines in the basement. We had clotheslines in the basement too. I think they're still down there. I'm not sure. We'll have to investigate someday soon. We'll do a show live from Chris Bergeron's home. How about that? All right, guys. The one and only spot everyone loves. What realtors see. As you know, as a realtor, I go and see lots of crazy things. Yesterday we were in, let's see, where were we at first? We were in Taylor. Then we were back in Dearborn, and then we went to Jackson all in one day. So we go lots of places. We see lots of cool stuff, lots of weird stuff. So what realtors see has been a staple on the show for a while now. We see ridiculous things and cool things. We see lots of different stuff. So your job is to caption the image that we show and with whatever you want to say, whatever is ridiculous and funny and goofy. And the winner gets a chance at millions of dollars on a scratch-off ticket, courtesy of Talkin Real Estate and the Bergeron team. Here we go. What realtors see? Number one. What realtor see? Number one. Not that one. This one. Oh, doggone. Hang on. Technical difficulties. Hang on. There we go. There it is. We saw this in a home, and guys, I'm telling you, people they see stuff and they point it out now. That's in a hallway. What realtor see? Number one. Kathy, I had eye surgery. I can't see shit. That's funny. Sorry, kiddo. You might had to abstain today. You might have to abstain today. What realtor see? Number one. There it is. What do you got for me? Half the mess. Steady as you go. Anyone up for ballet? That's pretty good. That's my magic carpet. That's funny. What do you think, guys? What do you think? What realtors see? Dog potty man. Oh, don't even get me started on the pee pads. That was introduced to me not too long ago. Ay. What do you think? What realtors see? Number one. What realtors see? Number one. Your job is to caption it, make us laugh, make us cry, make us feel something deep. What do you think? You got 30 seconds. What realtors see? Na. 15 seconds. What realtors see? Highway to hell. I needed to get down the hall. I thought you couldn't see it, Kath. I thought you couldn't see it. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bailey, you took the words right out of my mouth. Anyone up for some ballet? That's exact. That thing was long as hell. It went down the whole hallway. I was like, that's ridiculous. I mean, again, I understand why, but it looked like a ballet studio. It definitely looked like a ballet studio. All right. Number two. This one's fun. There it is. I made it too big. There it is. What realtor see? Number two. What realtor see? Number two. What realtor see? Number two. Your job is to caption it, make us laugh, make us cry. Give us your very best shot. What realtor see number 2? If you got us on the big screen, it always makes it easier. What do you think? Grandma's kitchen. Woke nightmare. Jeez. And for the right price, you too can own a real life easy bake oven. Care of Barbie. That's pretty funny. Covers up the mess. My brother has those. I was kind of the stove was kind of the focus there, Pat. Stove was kind of the focus. What do you think? What realtor see number 2? What realtor see number 2? $30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 30 seconds. The whole picture shows a green cabinet right next to it, too. It was like, I felt like I was in some kind of a bad psychedelic thing or something. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think? 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a pink oven, Kath. It's a pink oven in the basement. It was a pink oven in the basement. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you what. And the winner is Jason Tibble. The right price, you too can own a real life easy bake oven care of Barbie. First man here and one for the
Easy bake oven.
Yeah, easy bake. Yeah, easy bake. Easy back, easy bake, same thing, right? Easy back, easy bake. All right, guys, here is your last chance. What realtor see number 3? What realtor see number 3? This is an exterior, and this is across the street from the house that we went to. So across the street from the house we went to. That's what you see right there. What realtor see number 3? What realtor see number 3? Saw that across the street. Caption it. Give us your very, very best. Give us your very, very best. And I know everybody knows who those folks are. It was interesting. Weirdo lives. I mean, Tim, I saw Freddy Krueger on somebody's porch with Bailey one time. So, hi ho, it's off to work we go. That's a good one. The Village People. That's good. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. My dad used to call them Snow White and the Seven Drifts. Moving up on the east side. Little Jeffersons and Snow White. Where's
He's there.
Where is Oh, Dopey's
Real
little.
tiny.
Dopey's this little guy over here. He's the little guy in green over here. Yeah, he's the little guy. So he's the little guy in green. What do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think? Weirdo lives here. That's still pretty good. 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds. We saw us across the street of my house. We walked in. I go, yep, we got to take a picture of that because sometimes ridiculousness is in the outside. Ridiculous is on the outside. I see a hole. Oh, jeez. I can't see. Oh, Kath, I'll do the best. I'll make it bigger for you. How about that? Hopefully that helps you. Dopey's this little bitty guy right here. And 7 pimps. A hole and 7 pimps. Oh, Jesus. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're still going with the Village People, ladies and gentlemen. The Village People. Absolutely. Very, very good. Very, very good. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful show again. Remember, DTE is cranking up your electricity rates 3 to 7 Monday through Friday this summer. It's not a wonderful thing that you can enjoy, but do the best you can to fight the power. That's definitely what we're going to do there. Now, the Talkin Real Estate Group has been growing constantly since our new guru has taken care of it. So we're almost at 900 members. We break 1,000, we'll do something ridiculous. So invite everybody you know to Talkin Real Estate, the Facebook group. Let me share that QR code with you now. Again, throw it up on your Facebook page, throw it on your Instagram. Definitely help us grow that group because we're trying to get to 1,000 at least. The after show will be quick today because I've got an appointment to head to after this. We actually are not going to go to Sahara Restaurant tonight either. So that's kind of going to screw things up. I'm sure Sam's going to be upset with me about that as well. So Talking Real Estate, the Facebook group is here. Make sure you guys copy that link and put it on your Facebook page. We do really appreciate it. And let's go to the after show because you know what? I'm Scott and I'm definitely talking real estate. See ya.